Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have a very exciting product review that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys today, but before I get into that, I just want to say that there are a couple of changes that I've made to how I record these videos. Before I used to use the webcam on my Mac device, and I decided that some of the videos weren't as crisp and clear as I'd like them. As you can see now, there's a little bit better detail to this tapestry behind me. There should be a little bit more vibrancy in the colors. I upgraded to a 4K camera, so if you see an improvement, you like what you see, please drop a comment below and let me know how you liked it. For today's product review, I will be reviewing the Cycling Frog Passion Fruit Gummies. Now, as you see here, it does have 10 milligrams of THC per gummy, but it also has 10 milligrams of CBD in each. These are a passion fruit flavor. I have tried these before and really enjoyed the results, but I wanted to share with you on camera with the brand new 4K experience just how much I enjoyed these. You'll notice that the packaging is really cute. It's a lovely dark, I want to say a maroon. Very nice design here. The Cycling Frog I only know because of their seltzer. They have a very nice, I think it was a peach or black cherry seltzer. It was a THC-infused beverage. I do not have it anymore. It was so refreshing and so good. So if you do end up trying some of these gummies and you do like it, I have a couple comments below. I will see if I can't get some more of that THC-infused seltzer. But on to these. Now, the package that I have here is a 10 count. It says that they are Delta 9 THC gummies and are a delicious treat made with all natural fruit juices and 0 artificial flavors. There is an ingredients list on the back that looks very natural. I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. Feel free to check it out if you get a chance to. The serving size is 1 gummy. This was a very easy container to open initially. Let's see if it still is. It is. And these are what the gummies look like. I hope you'll be able to see that a little bit. So look at this. It's very soft, very spongy, even to the texture here. Now there's a light dusting of sugar crystals on here, but not enough so it makes your hand ridiculously sticky. There's a very faint fruit flavor, I would say. But aside from that, a decently remarkable gummy. And I'm very excited I've forgotten completely how this tastes. This was a while ago that I had these, but I wanted to share it with you guys on camera so that you guys get a first-hand experience of what they might taste like when you have them. I apologize for the delay. That's just a really nice flavor. Right off the bat, it does have a very soft, mellow fruit flavor. If you've ever had a passion fruit, it's kind of the same thing. There's not a explosion of fruit flavor, such as if it were like a pineapple or a mango. This is a tropical fruit imitation, I would say. On the ingredients list, it does not say anything. Oh, it does. Passion fruit juice concentrate, pear juice concentrate, and lemon juice. So that definitely contributes to a bit of the tartness. It is very sweet. It is incredibly soft. It is very easy to chew. There are a few particles that are stuck in my back teeth, but they don't stay stuck there. I would say if this really does bother you, you can get a drink of water or you can brush your teeth right after. But it doesn't bother me to the point where I feel like, oh my goodness, I need to instantly get rid of this offending flavor. Now from reading the ingredient list, I definitely taste more of the lemon, a very little bit of the pear, a very good decent flavor of the passion fruit. My goodness, that's nice. Now with the aftertaste, there is a little bit of a bitterness at the back end of it now that I've swallowed everything and my mouth is trying to, I guess, cleanse the palate, which I will need a drink of water for. It has a very light, I call it a hempy aftertaste because it's slightly bitter, but not to the point where it is absolutely atrocious and you're disgusted with it and it kind of turns you off from ever wanting to try these gummies ever again. The gummies themselves are naturally derived from hemp, the Delta 9, as well as the CBD. It is 10:45 at the moment, and I usually expect these types of gummies to kick in anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes, and I believe that is the traditional wait time, kick-in time for any kind of edibles, although it may vary based on your previous exposure to Delta 9 THC, your metabolism, your weight, your amount of activeness. I mean, there's so many factors that can affect your actual kick-in time as well as the longevity of the high. Since it is a couple of minutes that we still have to wait, I'm going to pause this and I will resume once I start feeling the effects, most likely around 11:30 or so. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Right, the time is now 12:08. It has taken considerably longer than I thought it would to start feeling these effects of this high, but better late than never, I guess. I am feeling very relaxed, not quite out of it to the point where I have difficulty connecting my thoughts. More of a very warm, relaxed, definitely drowsy kind of sensation. My eyes feel very weighted, a little dry, but I do find myself continually closing my eyes just to, I guess, moisten them again. But aside from that, it is a very I would compare it to like a hybrid high. I'm not quite indica drowsy, knocked out in the couch. I'm not quite sativa, extremely awake, focused, creative. Um, any of the factors associated with a sativa or an indica high, but more of a nice melting in the middle of both. I was starting to notice that I had some dry mouth, and I find myself reaching for my bottle of water more frequently than I usually do. I also feel a very pronounced sense of time slowing down. So it feels almost like I've been doing the same thing or thinking extensively for what I would assume to be a very long period of time, except it's been about 2 or 3, 5 minutes or so, and I'm rambling about that. But it's very interesting to see how nicely this high does feel in comparison to some of the other very indica dominant. I do feel a very light, enhanced sense of touch, more so the sense of taste, because whenever I drank my water, I would have an incredibly euphoric feeling of just, wow, that is refreshing. I don't want to stop drinking, something to that effect. It's very mild though. I wouldn't say that it's something that's causing me a great amount of discomfort. I would also say that if you are into midnight snacks, munchies would probably be a little bit stronger. I want to say about an hour or so, but for right now, it's more of a dry mouth than the munchies. I would say that the high took about an hour and a half, which is considerably longer than I expected, but I am grateful that something did eventually kick in. There have been times where I have waited a very frustrating amount of time for any effects to kick in. Nothing happened. I later realized the brand in question, which I don't want to say, but I believe it was one of the more well-known brands, takes about 3 hours for the effects to kick in. With that in mind, I am more accustomed to having an hour and a half as the total cap time for that. These highs for edibles specifically, they tend to last anywhere from a couple of hours. Most of them do not leave you with a hangover high, with the exception of tinctures. Anything oil liquid based that you use a droplet of and consume, those usually tend to have, for me at least, very, very difficult hangover highs. I feel very groggy in the morning, like a sort of mental fog has settled on in my brain, making it difficult to think. I'm drowsy, I'm cranky, I'm irritable. So For the majority of the products that I review, they're usually edibles, soft gels, or vapes. The vapes can be disposables or they can be cartridges that you screw onto a vaporizer pen battery. With these, I am very comfortable that the effects are mellow enough to not interrupt my thinking, my ability to perform tasks, my lack of desire to want to get up off of my seat. These are more of a, hey, you had a hard day, relax, enjoy, just zen. The passion fruit gummies from the Cycling Frog are definitely in my top 10. I would have liked a little bit more strong of a passion fruit flavor. There was, and passion fruit's not an easy flavor to replicate, and they tried their best to use all authentic natural ingredients, so I can't fault them for that. However, I just like a little bit more of a fruit punch. See what I did there? And a little bit less of the hemp aftertaste. There are a couple companies that I've tried before. In the Cloud was one, and Two Hawk Extracts. Neither of those left a very strong residual hemp flavor. I know that everyone creates gummies differently, and as far as Cycling Frog, I am very pleased with what they did here. Save for those two very minor things, it wouldn't deter me from trying the gummies again or recommending them. This was not an affiliate related video, so if you do happen to try these, it's simply because I enjoyed them and wanted to share them with you. I literally make nothing if you by chance buy something from them. So this is my honest, wholehearted review. I do like these. I look forward to trying more from the company. I am going to start trying to mix in a bunch of other brands from things that people have sent me just to see my thoughts on it. Very few of them are affiliate brands. A lot of them are just brands that I believe in and I'm okay with supporting and encourage you to do the same. So I'm not quite sure what my next review will be, but I guarantee it'll be something interesting from start to finish. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.